Hello everyone, today we're gonna talk about Chinese face reading, also known as physiognomy, the subject of understanding people by their face. First of all, the logic. Yes, we have logic of this. This is the normal face that everybody has. We have the forehead area, the middle area, and the jaw area. The forehead can tell somebody's early life, and the middle is the middle life, and the jaw area is the late life. The timeline is from the top to your chin. Moreover, the forehead is connected to the brain, so it means the idea. On the other hand, the jaw means action. Sometimes it's like the airport. The chin is domestic, and the forehead is international. The jaw area reveals the condition of your original family, your home, and the head is connected to something big, great idea, something unrealistic. Therefore, there are three types of basic shapes you need to know. The first one, I name it thinker. Thinker face has an outstanding forehead and pointed chin. An outstanding forehead indicates somebody has a great brain, always full of great ideas. But the pointed chin means this guy couldn't make things real, they're unrealistic. Usually, people has thinker face are very intelligent and funny. Thinker face is really good at thinking, so you can find lots of scholars has thinker face, just like Jordan Peterson, and designer like Steve Jobs. And also the writer like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, the lady of Fleabag. All of them has a typical thinker face. But on the other hand, thinker face also indicate the person couldn't has a good late life. When Hall, for example, he not even has a late life. If you do a little bit observation, you can find lots of homeless people has a thinker face. Maybe because people like this always focus on the idea, the idealistic concept, but ignore all the difficulties in the real life. So it leads to the bad ending. Sometimes thinker face can make incredible things, sometimes it just couldn't end well. If you got a thinker face, you don't need to be sad. It doesn't mean that every thinker face couldn't end well. If you got a pointed chin, but also you can get a square jawbone, this helps a lot. If you notice that Tom Hiddleston, he got a pretty square jawbone here, so this helps a lot. And your face may change when you get older. Maybe you got a double chin and it can help a lot, or maybe the muscle here will become sag, then you got a wider cheekbone. You can take a lot of DiCaprio. When he was the Jack in Titanic, it's quite pointy, but now you can see a lot of different. The next one, I name it doer. On the contrary, doer face has a big square jaw here, also known as square face. The first person I can think of is Robert Pattinson, the Twilight guy. People who has square face is less interesting but more practical because they always focus on reality. They usually have strong will, not easy to keep up. Maybe you can find lots of athletes has square face if you do a lot of. Then the muscle here will shrink to be bigger, so it will become square here. But in a bad way, people like this may become aggressive because they will do whatever they want and without any thinking. In the West, maybe square face is kind of sexy, but in the traditional Asian culture, square face to a girl is not considered as attractive. You know that lots of Asian girls, especially the Korean girls, will cut the jawbone to make a pointy face. It's quite horrible. Traditionally speaking, square face means this person have to work hard for a living. They has no chance to be lazy. It's not a good thing in old society, but now lots of actors, supermodel has a square face. You know that the most famous Chinese top model is Liu Wen. Then she got a pretty sexy square face. But it also makes sense if you're an actress, you're a top model, you still have to work really hard to survive in the market. If a man has square face, it's okay, he's a boss here. But if a woman has a square face, it feels like she's untouchable. She's quite bossy. Just like Cersei in Game of Thrones, she's a queen, and the lady in House of Cards is not easy to get close. Alright, let's move on to the last one. I name it muni. The muni face is the round face with soft line and always go with double chin. Sometimes in Chinese we will call it the Buddha face. According to my observation, muni face is most common in East Asia like China, Japan and Korean, and less in American and lesser in Europe. The only muni face European I can think of is Michael McIntyre. I remember one of his jokes is say that he's in Singapore and people misunderstand it, he is the Chinese. The muni face always leave the impression of, oh, this guy is so rich, he is living so well. You can see lots of lady whose very hard has a muni face. But the point is, muni face means this person is lazy and crafty. What they want to do is use a very smart and lazy way to earn lots of money. Then you can see lots of politicians and successful businessmen has muni face, such as Bill Gates, Buffett, Elon Musk is kind of muni, and maybe Trump a little bit muni too. And also you can see some people was thinker face when they were young, and when they go older they become muni. It's possible. At last, you need to know is most of us actually is mixed. Like me, you can see quite muni, but also I got a pretty high forehead, so it's half muni maybe and half thinker. So everybody is different. You don't need to think, oh, you're a thinker, you couldn't answer well. You shouldn't do that. Hope you enjoy the theory today and tell me what you think in the comment section.